1 Cavaliers. The championship could be claimed right here. Folks, it is electric in the arena for this Game 6 of the NBA Finals. So glad you could join us for it. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. Take a look at the Cavaliers. And as we get rolling here, guys, any thoughts about this Cleveland team?
And this really one of those glass half-full games. Down 3 games to 2 in the series. It won't be easy, but they have to look at the upside. They know they can win here at home. And then it becomes one game for all the marbles.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? Still, the pressure on them is pretty high at this point. With no margin for error, things will get very sticky for them if they get in the hole here early. If that does happen, I'll be very interested to see how they respond.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, the defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots, and it's Barnes in at the small forward position. And here's Irving after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Green dishes to Thompson to the wing right side. Here's Barnes. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Barnes has got his first points in this one.
And early on, they looked great. They made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
The drive by James. Love outside. Smith for 3. They get it back. Here's Thompson. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And getting after it on the offensive glass and adding to that early total with the putback.
Curry against Irving. Screened by Bogut. Curry passes to Green. Back to Curry. Thompson in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Irving with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Love kicks to James. Out to Smith. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Three-pointer. Smith missing again.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
Now Barnes. Following the miss by J.R. Smith from deep. That is good.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Irving with the ball. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and the dunk by Love.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, that was nice.
No doubt there are assists, and then, guys, there are assists.
Here's Thompson, following the basket by Kevin Love. The drive by Thompson. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off. But instead, he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
Off the iron that time.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
Now, here's Green to the left side wing. Golden State moving it around. And here's Barnes for 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. They're looking to build on Monday's big win.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Mon Shumpert's checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Golden State also making some changes. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. Here's Curry following the score by Cleveland. Over in the corner, Green. Outside Curry. And there's the pass to Livingston. Down low. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Livingston. And that's now 10 points for Steph Curry.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Here's Dellavedova. He feeds it to Fry. Outside Shumpert. Drills it from outside.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Curry kicks to Livingston. Back to Green. Iguodala against James. Livingston dishes to Iguodala. And the shot no good, a bit short.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
On the wing, James. He's covered by Iguodala. And James throws it down.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope, it's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
It's Curry outside. And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into every.
Go back and I'm able to.
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there, caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it, and some guys don't. But he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
And thanks for tuning in as we get back to the action of our broadcast here of Game 6. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
They come out the gates here strong and put together just a solid first quarter.
A ton of good looks for them, Greg, on offense. And it's quality shots they're getting.
Mon Shumpert is out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Channing Frye. And it's Dellavedova in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. Frye passes to Shumpert. And Love has it in the corner. And another 3 for Cleveland.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Livingston kicks to Rush. Iguodala outside. It's Leandro Barbosa on the way. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Trying to make it a 3-point play.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Golden State also making some changes. Barnes, he's checked in for Iguodala. And Ian Clark subbed in for Sean Livingston. Over to the left wing. Nobody near Barnes. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Cavaliers leading by 3. In the corner, Smith with it. Can't get it to go. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. For 3, Barbosa. And the Warriors get it back. Beyond the arc. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Smith left side. Shumpert dishes to Thompson. From down in the low post, it goes. Thompson's got 6.
That's exactly why you don't leave your feet until the shooter elevates. You went for that pump fake, hook, line, and sinker.
Throws it up high. Smith, no luck.
Oh, boy, that would have been a nice alley-oop.
Boy, really liked the thought on that play, but didn't quite get it executed. Almost made a spectacular play.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And the Warriors with some changes. Bogut comes in for Brandon Rush. And it's Klay Thompson in for Leandro Barbosa. Irving drives in. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And it's 7 points for Kyrie Irving.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And Thompson kicks to Ezeli. Golden State moving the ball around. Screened by Bogut. Feeds it to Clark. Dishes it to Bogut. Soft touch off the glass.
Timeout.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Nova, that's good.
He might not get a better look than that all game. You have to get closer to him. He's not going to bite you. Get up in it.
Here's Thompson. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Here's Smith looking for his first basket still in this one. The drive by Thompson, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Kicks to Love. From deep. J.R. Smith on the wing. Fires from deep. He goes up again. And another shot. Thompson with the bucket.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Irving's checked in. Golden State also making some changes. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Curry subbed in for Ian Clark. Irving with the steal. No good. Curry with the defensive effort.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Warriors trail by 5. On the wing, Green. He feeds it to Spates. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that. And especially when the finish has that much thunder on it. tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here. He shattered the backboard.
Thompson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Green inside the three-point line, and that one goes long.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Warriors trail by 5. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Curry, using his post moves to get the 2 points. Curry's got 12 points in the game. Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Thompson against LeBron. Draymond Green pulls it in.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not.
And a pretty tight look in.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey folks, we hope you've enjoyed the first half. I'm Ernie Johnson. Next to me, checking out Cleveland. They are on the brink of elimination and need this Game 6 to even the finals. And that'll wrap up our halftime show. The third quarter is set to go moments from now. We will be right back here after the game.
Welcome back to our coverage of the NBA Finals. More action straight ahead. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Just in attack mode, he was able to get in the lane at will in that first half.
Yeah, it really was aggressive attacking basketball at its finest. I mean, really a lot of fun to watch.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. He has the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut and at the pivot, manning the middle. Irving with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Irving passes to Thompson. The feed to Love. Cleveland moving it around. The drive by James. They get it again. Smith for 3, and he gets it to go. Smith's got 5 points now this quarter.
That guy could flat out stroke it from downtown. The D wasn't bad. He was just better.
Thompson in the corner. Pass to Barnes. Right wing. Thompson against Smith. Back to Barnes. Over to the wing. And Curry, here we go. Passes it to Thompson. He dishes it to Green. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Curry with it. Guarded now by Irving. Green kicks to Bogut. Over in the corner, Barnes. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 4 assists in the game.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert's checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving.
That's how you make it happen, guys. Ball pressure and then around.
And that's how you flip the script in terms of momentum.
3, and that one's good. Shumpert's got 9.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Pass to Barnes. On the wing, Thompson. Outside Curry. There's the dish to Barnes. To the middle. Mozgov with the steal. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. For three, Fry, no luck. AT that time from Curry. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. On the wing, Thompson. James covering. Off target from outside.
Not good shot selection. Long range and a defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
Timeout called the Warriors. And some changes here for the Warriors. Estes Ezeli, he's checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Let's take a look at the players who have pulled down the most rebounds during this postseason. Fifth is Draymond Green.
He's dialed up his rebounding here in the postseason. There's something about the big games that bring out the best in him.
LeBron drives in. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And now here comes Iguodala leading the break. Thompson with the bucket.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
LeBron against Iguodala. Here's Dellavedova. 7 points in the game. James right side. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam.
Wow.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
Hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Here's Thompson, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Picked by Mozgov. And there's the pass to Fry. Beyond the arc. James, no good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Mozgov grabs the board. The Cavaliers leading by 7. Outside jumper. A three-pointer off the mark. The Warriors have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Here's James. Out to Shumpert. Releases. Another miss by Shumpert.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Thompson for 3. Ezeli kicks to Thompson. In the corner, Iguodala with it. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 5 assists tonight.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Feeds it to Dellavedova. He kicks it to Shumpert. And Fry has it in the corner. It's stolen by Green. He got it up. He got it up in time. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. The Warriors trailing. Irving is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. Then there's Tristan Thompson. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Smith in at the 3 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Curry dishes to Bogut. Up top, Curry, covered by Irving. 3 on the clock. Spades the pass to Bogut. Good chance here for Barnes, and it's all evened up. Barnes has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Warriors. Cleveland's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Dishes to Dellavedova. In the corner, Smith with it. He feeds it to Dellavedova. Shoots it. And that one's good. Love. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. Being full throttle ahead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Smith against Curry. Out left to the wing. Screen by Bogut. Curry against Smith. Back to Barnes. Kicks it to space. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Timeout called Cleveland. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Cleveland's head coach was saying to his team. The game's still in question, but he told his players, guys, this is when it's fun, right? Time is winding down, a close game. This is where you show the preparation and the time you put in. Kevin, we'll see if they respond.
Guys, they've been getting it done.
They sure have been. I mean, really looking good and sharp offensively.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Inside. Barnes against LeBron. Here's Clark, and the rejection by Love.
You know, Barnes is playing well. He's got 8 points and a decent little assist total for him, too.
No doubt. They'd like to see that carry over to the rest of the team. Get good assist numbers all the way around.
Barnes hits them both. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Outside Irving. There's the feed to James. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
And a jam by J.R. Smith.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession. And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
Some changes for Golden State. Green, he's checked in for Spates. And it's Klay Thompson in for Ian Clark. Curry, wide open, gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Warriors lead by 3.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Irving for 3. The shot is off, and it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Out to the wing, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Smith with a wide open look. Kicks it out to Love. Cleveland moving it around. The shot's good from Irving.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Warriors have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Curry against Irving. Outside Curry. Outside Green. Shot clock at 6. That's a 2 from Barnes. Gets an open look and hits. And here are the Cavaliers now. Pass to Smith. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get. Checking out the game J.R. Smith is having. He has 9 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
On its way from Curry for two, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Curry's got 19 points. The Cavaliers trailing. LeBron outside. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
At the line for two.
And he does get the second one. And that narrows the gap to one. The Warriors have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Irving against Curry. And James pulls it down.
Major defensive lapse right there. He's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
It's good.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
On its way from Curry for two. Count it.
No question about it. Curry is on fire right now.
46 seconds left in the fourth. Irving against Curry. Puts up a three. Trifecta.
Boy, is it tough to stop LeBron right now.
And here is Curry. Passes it to Barnes. And Curry, here we go. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Here's Barnes. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. He dishes it to Curry. Now here's Barnes. Outside Curry. Launches it. Misses the three. And so it's Cleveland who comes out on top here. I think, Greg, they played with a little more of a relaxed demeanor tonight, knowing this was it, now or never.
And their season continues because of that, Kevin. How about forcing a Game 7? This is big, and it's going to be an intense battle. I cannot wait.
It'll be terrific. You're right. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
LeBron, what is it like knowing that regardless of what happens with this team, any failure rests on your shoulders?
Well, I just go out and just do what I've been taught, and that's to play at a high level and have fun with it. And at the end of the day, I won't regret anything. If I know I played hard and I gave it my all, I won't regret anything, no matter the outcome. And that's why I've been this whole season.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. So NBA Finals Game 6 now complete in the series at
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, LeBron James. He was the engine that drove this team the whole night, and his teammates had no problem harnessing the power of that motor. What'd you like about his performance, Shaq?
Well, he wasn't about to let this moment slip by. That's what great players do. They perform.
And we hope you enjoyed tonight's game as much as we did, though that is doubtful.